Hello and welcome to Warrior Chat. I'm Danny McNair. Today's show is being recorded in conjunction with Homeless Awareness Week. Joining me today are Jill Platts, the coordinator of social services for the school district, and Kate Miglos, a guidance counselor at the high school. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So, Jill, let's start off by having you tell us a little bit about what Homeless Awareness Week is all about.
Well, we're trying to bring attention to the fact that there are families within our district that face homelessness. Typically, it's a temporary situation, but it is a concern for the families as well as for the students. We want to bring some awareness and attention to it to dispel myths about homelessness as well as to share what some of the supports are that we have in the district for homeless families.
Okay. And what are some of the support systems that we have for homeless families in the district?
Well, as part of my position, I serve as our homeless liaison for the school district. Each school district in Pennsylvania has a homeless liaison that works with the families who are identified as homeless and then works with them to coordinate services, to provide support for them, to provide and work on behalf of the student to keep stability within the school. Some of the percentages of students who are homeless, I think it's approximately 60% will go to at least 2 schools during their experience with homelessness. Some, as I think it's 28%, also will go to 3 schools within a school year. So we want to try to keep those students in district if possible, depending where they've been displaced to, and provide the supports they need to get housing and any other needs they have during that time. So.
People in the community might not be aware, but how much of an issue is this for our school district in general?
Well, statewide, it's a huge issue. Nationally, approximately 600,000 children and families are homeless each year. At our level, we range anywhere from 5 families to, I think the highest was 32 I had while I've worked here in the last 8 years, students who've been displaced during the school year. So it is I don't think people realize that they have people in their community who are being displaced. And there are a lot of myths surrounding homelessness and what causes it and why that it's a choice. Yeah. I think a lot of people have a stereotype of homeless as people that you see on the street begging for money and things like that. When in reality, over 60% of families who are displaced are doubled up with another family, whether it's friends, family temporarily, while they try to secure housing. Some of the issues that lead to homelessness could be the loss of a job, domestic violence, a fire, or it could be something, and we've had situations where a parent doesn't pay child support and the other parent can't afford to keep the housing. So there's a vast array of issues that come up that cause homelessness. But in our district, we definitely have an issue, and we want to make sure that our students know they're supported, and that we'll do all we can to help them.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of this at all. I'm glad it's a thing, though, that we have this. So you're the social services coordinator for the school district. Mm-hmm. What exactly does that entail?
Basically, it's a wide variety of things as far as I serve as the homeless liaison, but also helping families who may not be displaced but may be facing barriers financially, medically, in need of services or connecting services for their children to get more services for mental health needs. So I work closely with the families, with our special ed department, with our school counselors to make sure that the needs are shared, and then we can come up with a plan on how we can best support the family by referring out to other resources. For homelessness, we utilize Southern Community Services a great deal. They've started up more homeless awareness in the southern part of the county, and have a homeless pantry that they're building so that there's supplies available for families who may be displaced. They also can provide some other financial supports and assistance as well. Community Progress Council is the county agency that we refer families to if they're displaced for housing assistance or rental assistance. So we utilize them a great deal, as well as other county human service offices and agencies.
So how exactly do we go about referring families in need of housing or other assistance, programs like that?
Most families will go through their school guidance counselor first, or through the administrators in their building, and share what's going on. Teachers will sometimes share that they've heard that a family has been displaced, and then they'll pass it to the administration or to guidance, who will contact me. All of the secretaries know that if a family comes to register and they share that they were displaced from somewhere else, that they get referred to me as well, so that we can, number 1, account for them, number 2, provide them the services and resources they need to gain stability.
Yep. And if community members are interested in donating or supporting the Southern York County School District Welfare Fund,
yes.
how would they go about doing that?
And thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
We do have a Southern York County School District Welfare Fund. Mostly the donations come through our PTOs, through teachers making donations, through fundraisers in the buildings at the high school. Each year, half of the money for dress down days goes to our welfare fund. But community members can make donations as well through our Southern York County School District Foundation, and they could mail it to Southern York County School District Foundation at P.O. Box 128 Glen Rock, PA 17327, and just put attention welfare fund, or on the check they could write welfare fund or put it in a letter they'd like it to go to the fund. The way we utilize that resource is for our families who are homeless at times, but also for families who may be working and just struggling at one point to have food or clothing or school supplies, that they need, their student needs for school. We also can pay for eyeglasses if a family doesn't have insurance for eyeglasses. We have a doctor that works with us to provide that free exam, and then we can pay for the cost of the glasses out of our fund. So we utilize it in many ways, but it is a quick access resource that we have to help those families who are in emergent need. And then also for our homeless families, there are Title I set-aside funds that we can access to help with school-related needs as well.
Yep. So I think it might be good for the community to know, when are some of the fundraisers specifically for the welfare fund? Like, when will they be taking place?
It's actually depending on who wants to do the fundraisers. We do have one coming up, our Homeless Awareness Week, district-wide, and it's at different levels throughout the district, but the high school will be running it November 2nd through the 6th. What we'll be doing with that, and Avidum is basically the group that's taken this on, is collecting self-care items for families in need. So shampoo, toothpaste, toothbrushes, lotion, deodorant, female hygiene products, all of those things that you need on a daily basis, but if you're displaced, you might not have the money for. As well as socks, because what we're hearing from the shelters is that socks aren't something that typically gets donated. So the students are going to have a crazy sock day and encourage students to bring in socks, gently used or new socks, to donate to shelters.
Okay.
And then the self-care items could be donated all week. We're also doing a red shirt day for staff, so they can wear a red shirt and jeans. The color red is statewide for Homeless Awareness Week this year. And if they donate $5 to the Southern York County School District Welfare Fund, they can wear the jeans or red shirt that day. So it helps support our local community.
How many years has the Southern York County School District been participating in Homeless Awareness Week?
This will actually be our first year. They kicked it off, I believe, 2 years ago, but they've, more and more schools have started to build awareness and start to address it. So this will be our first year participating.
Yep. So you mentioned Avidum, which is a new club at the high school level. Mm-hmm. We've already had it at the middle school. So can you tell us a little bit about it, Kate?
Sure. Last year was actually the first year at the middle school. So a couple high school students and a couple of the middle school students who we were looking to kind of be the leaders went to a summit or like a leadership program in Lancaster County last October to learn all about it. So Avidum is actually a made-up word with Latin roots. It was created by a student from Lancaster County. Sadly, Avidum was developed out of tragedy. Students at Cocalico High School developed it because one of their peers and classmates died by suicide.
Oh.
So what Avidum really means is promoting a healthy school. It's making sure that every student in the building feels appreciated, accepted, acknowledged, and cared for. So that's why it ties in nicely with Homeless Awareness Week and helping all students feel as if, they're a part of something and that they're cared for and taken care of.
So what is the mission of Avidum specifically here at Susquehanna?
Our goal this year, not only to fulfill those 4 components, but to get everyone understanding what Avidum is. Like, I've got your back. That's the main purpose of it, that we want to put support in for everybody so that they know they have places that they can go to, not just counselors or administrators or Ms. Platts, but to other students. Speak about it. Don't hold those things inside. People do care about you, and we care about each other, and we want to make this school healthy and keep everybody moving forward and be successful as they leave us.
So what activities will you guys be doing that will work towards your mission here at Susky?
Well, our first big one is going to be the Homeless Awareness Week promotion and gathering all of those items. We're just getting started this year. We just elected our officers.
And we are going to look at some community service events that would be related to supporting our students in our community. That's when we've set up several committees within the group, and actually it's what Avidum's what the students want it to be. So they're actually going to be taking over the meetings and running it. It's a student-led club, and we'll support them with anything they choose to do. But there will be community supports, school-related activities that also including diversity and topics. And
so
things like
students aren't just members of it; they also organize.
It's a student-run group. So there's 3 advisors. I'm one of them. Ms. Platts is a second one, and then Ms. Kabke, who's a fellow high school counselor, also helps out with it as well. But we listen to the students. Like I said, we just established officers, so we're really just getting started. And like Ms. Platts said, we're breaking out into smaller committees, so students will have the freedom to kind of meet as they are able.
So how often will you guys be meeting, or is it kind of like a spur-of-the-moment impromptu thing?
Well, no, right now we've been meeting Wednesdays at 7:15 every week. Today is our first time having an after-school work session from 3 to 5 for students that can come out and start developing posters, thinking about developing public service announcements that we can put on Warrior TV, and start promoting and coming up with ideas for the Homeless Awareness Week.
So is there anything else you guys would like to add about Avidum or Homeless Awareness Week?
Well, for Avidum, I'd just like to mention that it's an open door club. At any point, students can come and join. You don't have to be able to attend the 7:15 meetings. We do a lot of communication through the Google apps. Since everybody has Chromebooks here at the high school, it's easy for them to access. So we communicate, we have a shared calendar, we send out the agendas, we have sign-ups for committees, we do a lot through Google Forms, like who can go do this. So even if you can't be there, you can still participate. We have about 54, 55 students actually on the Avidum roster. So that's pretty good. So
for Homeless Awareness Week, I would encourage community members to maybe have red shirt days at their place of employment and donate funds to either Southern York County School District Welfare Fund or to Southern Community Services. They're greatly in need and support our students throughout the year with Thanksgiving and Christmas programs. And then also, if they wish to contribute items, self-care items, they could do it at Southern Community Services or contact me. My extension is 325. I'm sorry, not 4325. Sorry there, 4325, and they could contact me at the school to set up a time to drop them off with us at the high school as well. But I think anything families, and the community can do to support not just our homeless students, but homeless students throughout York County would be wonderful.
Yep, I think it's great that we have these programs to help out people in need in the school district. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
For everyone here at Warrior TV, have a great day.